Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. It's been one to the other. It's been a day already this morning. I've been up all time, all these hours praying. I should have gotten some sleep. Didn't get that much. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I didn't get my sleep in because I've been praying and trying to make sure I got in with everybody I need to get in with. I had to get up early. I kind of enjoyed this morning. It was a little bit of a rush, but to everybody, I want to say good morning and get people on and let's go ahead and make this work. It is June the 4th, 2025, and I want to say to you, what a great day to be alive. You know, that's my favorite opening. And to all of you that are joining us today, I want to say happy birthday to all the June babies and celebrate, man. Celebrate that you're born, celebrate the entire month. Doing something that will be an uplift to you. Encourage someone else along the way. If you're celebrating somebody's birthday, you may not be able to buy them no big gift, and you may only can say blessed birthday to them. Take them out for a 2-for-1. You know, get them meals, you get 2-for-1. Something like that. Go out and have, I know what I want to say, not a full dinner, but when you get the, it'll come back. But you know, you just order them little, I'll say snacks now because everything's leaving my mind. But just buy something where you can have those little things and just enjoy it. Take time to enjoy some friends and everything. I want to remember to say to you, please do that. It's important. I know it's my sister's birthday is this month. Lee Part's birthday is in this month. So is Yushika's birthday is in this month. There's so many people's birthday in this month that I know. And so I want to say to them, enjoy your birthday and celebrate it well. And so I want to say that to you. So listen, now as we get ready to go on here, and I want you to share this page with as many people as you can. YouTube, we're on, it's at the ROFJCC. That's right, ROFJCC. You'll see it on there. And it's the Spiritual Warriors Table. Welcome to this program. Again, let me get you ready because we have to get those rooms. They'll be closed out on the 8th, but I always tell people get it in by the 7th. June 7th, 2025 is the last day you can get those rooms at the hotel for July the 9th through the 12th. Come on, it is indeed going to be a time for prayer on the Mount. I'm getting excited all of a sudden, even greater because some things that God is doing. June the 9th through the 12th. June 9th through the 12th, I need you to look at the flyer when it comes up. There's a QR code for you to get your room. Okay, you'll see it there. You just go ahead. It says hotel accommodations. Hit that QR code. It will take you right to the rooms, and you'll be able to get your rooms. Get your rooms. It's a special rate. If you're calling that hotel, it's MTP, Mountaintop Prayer. That's what it is. And you can get it. It's going to be something. Our guest preacher is going to be Bishop Maxine Collier. I don't know all that God is going to do, but I know it's going to be something supernatural. If you're coming, come open for God's move to take place. Someone had told me the other day was when the guy said, I'm coming, I got a word for everybody. I said, we're letting God use the people that are there. And I had to just bring it down a little bit, okay? Because, you know, that's why I'm letting you know. We have people that's already set. I want you to come open to receive and let us pour into you. And sometimes we're not always ready to receive because we don't know how to receive because we're so busy giving. So as you take, that was really good. Okay, Leonard, that was good the way you did that one over here on YouTube. Okay, so take that prayer. The prayer on the mountain is July the 9th through the 12th. Let's take the mountain. It's not like you think it's going to be. Faith that roars, no limits, just victory. That's where we are at. Thank you so much for that. I want you to look at that. Keep it up a little bit if you will, sir. And it's going to be worth it. You want to make this here trip to the mountains. It's going to be worth it. When you get here, you're going to enjoy. You're going to enjoy it. Now I'm kind of on the spillover side, a little bit drunk. I was up praying already. After I'm praying, getting myself together because I was so encouraged today. And I always say this because I want you to understand something. And my, I guess I want to call him the co-producer, however you want to call it. I got to get these titles together. But he's always encouraged me to try to be proactive in some things. And I was getting ready for that, which I thank God for him. And I was getting all those things ready. And as I was praying and praying for people and getting ready for the Bell International Prayer Call today with Bishop Leapart, which was phenomenal. He was so anointed from his prayer call that he had this morning. it was a spillover with him coming on, and we worked together. Then I had jumped off because I needed to be on with Apostle Davis, who was already in fire about the promise, the Father's promise, and thank him for allowing me to come on. That charged me up again, and now we're on here for the down to the last detail. That's what I want to talk about. There's so much going on. It is awesome. Now I have to get with Bishop Leapart. He's having a tent meeting, you all, this week at his church down there at in Stockbridge. They're having a tent meeting. How you gonna have a tent meeting? Not let me know. I love those tent meetings, and then let me know. I have to call him up. Those of you that are part of this church say, you know what? Bishop Pearman said you should have told him about that tent meeting. He goes, okay, but I think tent meetings are awesome, and he's going to have one during the time of Pentecost. My God, my God. There's going to be souls, and more souls. I'm a soul winner. That's why I like tent meetings and stuff. So that's going to be awesome. Then, as I'm listening, and we are on with Apostle Davis, he's talking about the shift. He's having that shift conference. Listen, I can't help it. When I know God is moving, I got to speak about it, okay? And there's going to be a move of God there too. It's just some things that are happening in this earth that is causing some major moves in the ground and up from the ground. I'm getting too excited. I got to slow down so I can get it in. I can get it in. Woo, okay, Kenneth. All right, calm down. So now, as you prepare, I don't want you to forget about what we're doing for the move of God here in the mountains. Yeah, I pushed a lot for them because I know what God is saying, and I got to give praise and credit to what God is doing in these areas. We're doing something here in this mountain. You don't want to miss it. It's going to help you with your assignment. Here's what I mean. Those of you who've been following me, God has given you some things you need to do, or you're presently working in an assignment or with an assignment that God has given you. When you come, there should be something that you should be working on, and we should be working on that and being able to help you get there. Get you to the place that you're up and running with it, or you'll be able to go back and work with those that you need to work with, but you should go back an asset and not a liability. That's what I'm trying to say to you, an asset and not a liability. Everybody needs to be able to join us on this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. for morning worship for Pentecost Sunday at the church. I don't know what God is going to do. I've left that in his hands. That's number one. Number two, it is the after effect I keep hearing about more so than anything else. So prayer warriors, I'm just letting you know, I just keep hearing them say after. So I'm just putting it out there. There's an after that's taking place. All right, so as we're getting with that, I need to also say that there's something that God is doing in the land. Now, I saw that they were having a move of God in Nigeria. Well, Bishop Pitts is in Nigeria, along with another man, Apostle Gregory. They're from the United States, along with another group that's there in Nigeria. And I guess they were trying to end it, but it's been extended for, I think, 12 more days. I'm like, you can't come home because there's a move of God there. And the wind is blowing there. And I was just explaining some things, just texting back and forth, because the Lord spoke to me. I keep sharing with you, there's a global move of God that's taking place. Once you align yourself and are realigned with God, many of you will experience not just a move locally, but then there's going to be an expansion that you'll begin to feel some of the things that are happening community-wise, but globally, locally, but globally. I need to say that. I need for you to understand that there's something that God is placing there. That's shaking the very foundations of hell. You need to pray for your leaders, pray for your pastors, pray for them that God will continuously use them. I know that it is a rough thing. Those of us that are in place, is some things that are happening, just trying to happen within your team, trying to discourage people. And those pastors that are on point, you can't seem to understand why would these things begin to happen with your teams, your team leaders, people that would be discouraged. And you're saying, can't they just hold on because you figure they're in a place that they should be strong enough to hold on or get past some things because of who they are in the kingdom. And the enemy is working double time because he has to do everything he can to move them out of place so they don't get what they deserve to get from God, from just being endurers, and then to take your eyes off of what God has for you to lead the people into greener pastures and across their Red Seas to dry ground, across their Red Seas into dry ground. Ooh, if you're understanding everything that I'm saying, please, people of God, respond with a number 5. It's the grace of God. There's something happening right now, and I'm trying to pull it together. Sharon Fritz. Just put in a number 5. Whew. So we're down to the last details that God is moving in. And I want to get into this. He says here, Matthew 10, verse 29. Okay, I just got to make sure I get this right because I see that the adversary is something else. I tell you, but God is stronger. Hey, God, there you go. So here it is. He said, what's the price of a pet canary? Some loose change, right? And God cares what happens to it even more than you do. He pays even greater attention to you, down to the last detail, even numbering the hairs on your head. So don't be intimidated by this bully talk. You're worth more than 1,000,000 canaries, out of the Messenger Bible. Matthew 10, verse 29 through 31. I don't know how to deal with this, God, because he's speaking to me, and I'm saying it to you. Some of you get your pad, your pen together. God is starting to speak to you right now. Did you hear what he said? Do not be intimidated by the bully's talk. He said, be comforted by the master's words. Though bomb attacks of the evil one try to discourage you and dismiss your self-worth and diminish your self-worth. Okay? Did you hear what I just said? Now, to whomever this is for, you need to take it in. If you say, I'm not that, that's not me, I'm fine. Okay, that's usually the one that got a lot going on and didn't realize they're about to be hit. That is the bully's talk he refers to. I want you to understand that. That's the bully's talk. In fact, we know that every hair on our head is not just counted, but eventually numbered by God. That's it. That's what it is. Did you ever wonder when you lose a strand of hair what number it is? I can't tell. There's so many. Okay, we have a detailed God. He is God. He is a doting father. I want to make that clear. He truly cares for all his creations, and he cares for everything that he gives us. He cares about every concern that concerns us, down to the last detail. When we operate in the revelation of his truth, we should be quick to take every concern to him. Did you hear what I'm saying? When we operate in the revelation of this truth, that he is concerned about everything about us, we should be quick to take every concern to him. Oh, God, I thank you for how you're doing this to me, because he's speaking, I'm telling you. We are to seek his help and counsel, then follow his instructions. And sometimes we will find answers, listen, within the Bible. All answers are there. And sometimes he's going to speak audibly to you. And sometimes he'll use others to speak to you. Other times he will bring solutions through people. But he will never forsake us when we ask for his guidance. We just have to listen and obey. Do you catch where I'm going? I got something here for you. Oh, God. So, as I was doing this, everything that's happened this week has been mind-blowing. This has kept me on my P's and Q's this week. Talking with Apostle Davis, that part of being a part of his call, he got me by surprise. That was nothing planned. The prayer call, I was grateful to get on today. But that movement, remember I told you it was an accelerated movement, being ready to step in when he opens the door for you to step in. You got to be ready, people. You got to be ready. There's some things that God is doing. So when we talk about down to the last detail, God's precision and care. He said, look, God is a God of detail. Nothing escapes his attention. From the creation of the universe to the smallest aspect of our lives, he is involved down to the last detail. Okay, I want you to understand that. This prophetic word is a reminder that God is intentional, precise, and deeply invested in every aspect of our journey. Every aspect of your journey. Every aspect of my journey. And although, I want to make this clear because this is how we feel, many times we feel overlooked, forgotten, or uncertain about the future, God is saying, I see everything, I know every detail, and I'm working all things together for our good. And this is a call to completely trust him, knowing that he is orchestrating every moment, every opportunity, and every breakthrough. That's why I always tell you, when my heart is right toward God, he's obligated to orchestrate every circumstance, situation, and event of my life, to bring me into the knowledge of the things I need to know and the people I need to know that are crucial for the fulfillment of my destiny in this predetermined, God-ordained impact that only I can make in this world. When it's my sincere desire to please God, he is also obligated to reverse my barren state supernaturally, even if he must create a miracle. Therefore, where there's clarity of vision, there's immediate acceleration toward the known goal. How do I get to immediate acceleration toward the known goal? Where there's clarity, there's immediate acceleration. Where it's barren, if my heart is sincerely, when my heart is sincerely ready and correct before God, he's obligated where it was barren to reverse my barren state. If you understand that, put a 0, because this has something to only do with you. As long as my heart is right toward God, even if I jack some things up, he's obligated to orchestrate every circumstance, situation, and event of my life, and to bring me into the knowledge and the things I need to know and the people I need to know that are crucial for the fulfillment of my destiny. Right there, it says it all. Oh my God, I got my 0 up for myself there. This is so important. That's why when we go through things and we get ourselves together, God does what he says. So we need to know what this means, why it matters, where it applies, and when God moves. Who is this word for, and how does it work and apply for us today? I want to make sure we get that. So when I say to you, what is God saying in this season? He said, look, God is revealing that he is involved in every aspect of our lives, even the things we think are insignificant. And many of us have some things we think that is insignificant that he's not paying attention to. And that's where we're discouraged at. Wow, okay, God, I love you. Oh, God, I love you. Ooh, okay. I have to pause right there. There's some little things that you found that you thought God is not concerned about. He's concerned about everything. Just because it doesn't make sense to, watch this, to somebody you talk to doesn't mean it didn't make sense to God. Because they weren't concerned don't mean God wasn't concerned. Matthew 10. And I read that to you, 10, 29 through 31. And Luke 12, verse 6 and 7 says, are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet one of them is forgotten. Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Philippians 4 and 19, and my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus. I'm going to meet your need, the Lord is saying, because I'm ready to deal with you to the very last detail of your life. I will work with you through the whole thing. Do you think I forgot what you need before you get started? Do you know I will provide for you even when you think there's not enough provisions? I already got it down pat. All I need for you to do is be obedient to flow in what I'm doing. Look, creation, Genesis 1, verse 1 through 31. God created the universe with precision and order. Noah's Ark, Genesis 6, 14 through 16. God gave Noah exact measurements for the ark. You think he's not going to do it for you? The tabernacle instructions, Exodus 25 and 9. God provided detailed instructions for worship. So when you look at your life, it's supposed to be that we are learning to trust God in the smallest details of our life. With the smallest details, down to the point of him saying, how do you want this room to be set up for this particular conference? Are we copying what everybody else has, or is there some way you want us to set it up? Well, okay, what is this? What is awakening in me? God is calling me to deeper in faith and obedience to be able to say, Lord, how do you want to deal with me? Down to the last detail of this. Show me. It's going to cause me to have a spiritual awakening to talk with you about the latter details of what you're calling me into. If this is making sense just to some people on here, because everybody may not get it, put a number 8 up, because there's a new beginning about to take place in your life. It's all about it. And why does God care about those details? Why is this so significant for you? God cares about the details because he's a God of order, precision, and intentionality. He's intentional. And we've got to be intentional. Which I have to write that down, Kenneth. Kenneth Pearman. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, I get it all the way around. I always tell people, they don't understand. There are times I wish that I was not who I am. Yeah, that's me. I'm telling you, oh my goodness. Oh, you just have no idea. Some days, I wish there were 25 of me. But in the midst of it, I have to recognize God has called me to do some things. Psalms 139 verses 1 through 4 says, and I love this. Says, Kenneth, stay calm. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. Before a word is on my tongue, you know it completely. Wow. You have to forgive me. Something is happening. Jeremiah 1 verse 5 says, before I formed you in your womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Now I'm talking to some people on here. You need to hear that. It should have hit you real hard. Some of you, it made you jerk because you forgot once again, before you entered your mother's womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I had already set you apart. Even though you went through what you went through, I set you apart. Romans 8 and 28, we know that deal, okay? God causes all things to work together for the good for those who love him. We love him. it's going to work out for our good. It may not look like it, but it will. When Joseph, out of Genesis 50, verse 20, God used every detail of his life for the greater purpose. Can you believe? And now I want you to remember, when you read that chapter, he used every detail of Joseph's life for a greater purpose. Can you do something for me this week? We got like 2 more days. Look over your life in a synopsis. Thank you for the on point. And look at how God used everything that you've been through, the hell, the mountains, the valleys, the rivers, the seas, the dry ground, the bare trees, no fruit, no signs, and he used it for the greater of who you are right now. If you can pull yourself out of that part of just saying, woe is me. If you can do that, if you can do it, if you can do it, God, I thank you because you're the only one I know. There you go. David, God guided him through every season. Psalms 23, verse 1 through 6. You got to know. Jesus in Luke 4, verse 18 and 19 declared freedom for the captive, fulfilling prophecy down to the last detail. Well, what does that mean for you and I? We're breaking fear. We're breaking fear. Ooh. Because many of us are afraid to trust God with the details of our very lives. We're afraid. We've been afraid. Okay? We're overcoming doubt. So we're breaking the fear. We're overcoming doubt because God is removing hesitation and releasing boldness. Now, I don't mean any harm. When he releases boldness and is removing hesitation, let me put that down here to another word for me. God, I thank you. Oh my gosh. I told you have your pen and paper because you don't know when he's going to speak to you. And releasing boldness to take the steps, take advantage of it. All right? You're stepping into your purpose now. All right? This is a season of acceleration and divine assignment. If you know that to be true, I need you to put a number 8 in again because it's about, again, new beginnings. Oh my God. We are called to trust God's details. I should be drained by now, but I'm not. I feel God's energy, so I want to prophesy. But it ain't the time yet. So God's precision manifests in our personal lives, our ministries, throughout this nation, and spiritual warfare. Oh. So Isaiah 35, 8 and 9 says, there will be a highway called the highway of holiness. The unclean will not travel it. Only the redeemed will walk upon it. 2 Samuel 22, verse 20 says, he brought me forth also into a large place. He delivered me because he delighteth in me. You got to get ready to move into this large place that God has for you. You can't be afraid of it. You can't be afraid of it. Every time I just remember what God is doing, I tell you, I remember what God is saying, what he's doing. The adversary is a liar. You have the word of truth on the inside of you. Things are reversing right now that were working against you. You are about to step into a large place. He has delivered you so you can step into a large place. He has delivered you so you can step into a large place. He has delivered you so you can step into a large place. He has delivered you so you can step into a large place. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ooh. I got to stay really calm because I know what God is speaking for you. So as we're growing through this, listen, many of us are stepping into new levels, but more so another dimension of faith and boldness, somewhere we've never been before. Oh, I got to write something else down. Oh boy, I tell you, my prayer team is going to be tired of me. Uh-huh. Okay. Woo. So we're in this church revival. I told you there was a guy, his name is Pastor Pitts, Bishop Pitts, and another one is Apostle Gregory. They're over in Nigeria, along with some other people that are there, and I don't really know them, but I know God's hands upon them. And there's a great outpour of revival that's taking place. The pouring out of revival is taking place over in those countries like never before. And so there's a global awakening and there's a church revival. God is raising up leaders with new supernatural strength, and he's raising up people on this side of the water to pray them through globally for this revival. Some will go and some will stay. But the nations are experiencing a shifting in their spiritual authority that is causing demonic forces to have to give up the land at the root. Oh, I could tell you some stuff about that. That's why your families are going through, because there's some stuff that God is doing in reference to land. I got to leave that alone a little bit. Okay. So the timing of divine precision, okay, is that God has said God moves in appointed seasons, again after timing, during times of testing, waiting, and refining. I keep saying that to you, and my favorite scripture, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again, is Isaiah 60:22. At the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. Oh, God. Got to write something else out. Whew. Okay. All right. Okay, God, you got it. So I need to share with you, even though there's some things happening, because I know what the enemy is trying to do. He does not want me to get this out, because everything that when I get to a point like this and it just happens, that means he's always trying to block up something that I can't get to all the names that I need to get to prophesy, but I know how to do this piece. And I'm sharing this with you because I want you to understand whenever you're doing something, the enemy works very hard, extra hard, because he knows there's something that people need to have. And he will do all he can to stop you from moving forward. I share these things with you in a transparent moment so that you can go forward all the time. Okay? So when you're going forward today, you don't allow what is happening to block you. You will acknowledge it and say, okay, Lord, how do you want me to work around it? Because as you stay calm, he'll show you. Now, there are people on here today, you need to understand that God is saying to you that you got to allow God to be involved in every detail of your life. You just got to release yourself and yield yourself and say that. I want you to be involved in every detail of my life. See, there's some things we hide. We know we can't hide it from God, but yet we try to. That's just the truth. Let's just tell the truth. Tell the truth. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You're not going to lose anything. You gain everything. So just let it be go. You try to hide it. There are some things that we have that we consider them to be our personal secrets, but God already knows them. Let him become involved in every detail of your life. And even those things that are secret, he knows how to work it for you. Now, I saw the name Chapman come up so clear. And your name means that God is working, and it's a circle. The circle means that he's going to work with everything that's around you, your family, and those that are connected to you. And he's going to release the enemies from you. That's what I got. That word should mean something to you. He said that you need to understand, as I give this word to people today, that you will not fear the unknown. Many of you are good, but it's hard for you because you fear the unknown in certain areas. I think we all have that. You know, they say, I don't fear nothing. I don't fear nothing but God. I know God's going to show up. And we say all those words about what we're not afraid of. But there's some areas we have not stepped into because we kind of fear the unknown. And the unknown is what we truly may have to give up. And sometimes we're not ready to give everything up as of yet. But I'm going to give you a key to this. And the key is that when you just release yourself and say, whatever it is, I have to trust you. Because there's some things you know that I don't know how to give up. And there's some things that I don't want to give up, whether I acknowledge it or not. When you pray those type prayers, because you may not know it at the moment until it hits you, then God works with you. If you know what I'm talking about, people, you need to respond. Okay, you need to really respond to that. It made you think, didn't it? Because there's some things that you truly know that you're willing to give up all to him. And there's some other things you don't know that you're not willing to give up until it knocks at your door. And you say, whoa. So what you do is you pray this prayer. Lord, help me to give up the things that I don't know how to give up. Because I just don't know how or where to begin or where to end with it. And then help me to give up the things that I don't want to give up. Maybe I'm aware of it or I'm not aware of it. Wow. Diane, Minister Bonds, I'm telling you, this is going to be a great time for you. You just got to understand that. I thank you for your friendship, and I thank you for your prayers, and I thank you for understanding me. I had to say that. So you got to not fear the unknown because God has a perfect plan. When you allow God to work out every detail of your life and know that every detail of your life is in God's hands, you will walk in his divine purpose. Please understand that, people. God is moving to do something for you. Many of you on here have such powerful ministries, and yet you come to a place of being stuck unnecessarily. And it's because of that one thing, allowing every detail of your life to be put in his hands. Sometimes it's knowingly, and sometimes it's unknowingly. I'm giving it to you as a leader to many of you who are leaders. He said, look, I don't want you to conform to your doubt. I want you to be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You got that? Do not conform to your doubt. Don't do that. I'm speaking to the body now. When you can't get all the names because something is happening and you can't see them, you give it to the body. And to whomever it's for, they'll respond. I'll go back and find out later. And you can, listen, inbox me. If I'm blessing you, inbox me. Tell me how it blessed you. You will not conform to the doubt because you're doubting some things. You're doubting, and some of it you don't realize you're doubting until you realize you're not doing it. And the reason you're not doing it is because you found out you really just didn't have faith to believe that you could do it. You didn't have faith in God. You just didn't have faith in yourself. So you are the delay to your progress. We're the Holy Ghost in control. You got to realize that you're more than just a conqueror through Christ and that you walk in supernatural authority. I want to talk about that one day, that more than conqueror. I want to break it down. I'm going to do it too. And you're going to have to reject hesitation. Oh, God, I got to write that. I sound like, all right. Reject hesitation so that you can step into your new assignment because you're going to step into it. Right now, I need for you to take the time, if you would, if you can, wherever you are. I want you to get ready to step into your new assignment. Yes, you know I'm a person about take action today, because you wait till after the broadcast, you might not do it. If you're driving, stick your hand out your sunroof or just stick it halfway out your car like this. That'll be your stepping out, okay, because you're driving. But if you can move, if you're on your job, just move your foot forward and come back. But if you're in your house, get up, walk through a door and say, I'm stepping into my, into my assignment. That's all I want you to do. Take action steps. You got to take action. When you finish, come back and say done. That's all. Just come back and say done. Lord, I thank you. Oh, I understand some things every time I get to this place. I feel God and I know what he's really saying, and he's really speaking to my heart, and I'm grateful. Oh, Lord, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Woo. The last name Craig, or the J. Craig, do you understand that you were in a crossroads at one moment, at one time, but the crossroads are no longer a crossroad? You're not in a crossroads. You're entering the highway, and you have to understand you got 4 lanes. You can use any of those 4 lanes, but I suggest you stay in the first 2. The 3 and the 4 is only when you need to pass. You're in the right direction. You're not in a crossroad. You're just entering into the main lane of the highway direction. That's what the J and the Craig and something else that was with it. Okay? Washington, the same thing. Wow. See how the enemy tried to block? Only can get a name like that, and that's it. That's all I get. But I'm not giving up. To the Samuel, the same thing. Samuel's, that's it. Okay? So you got to know that. You will reject that spirit of hesitation. You got to step into it. Step into it. Step into it. You're not going to be shaken. You're not going to be moved. But you are going to move forward. I need somebody to just really get with that. That's right, Pam. That's right, 88. That's right. That's right. There's some things happening right here, even on this YouTube. For those that are on YouTube, don't forget to like this page. Make sure you do. All of you like this page. When you get off, follow, okay? But subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, please. But I need for you to know, those of you that are on YouTube, you need to understand that something that God is doing in your homes. In your homes represent not just your physical house, but home concerning your family. Yeah, concerning your family. Yep, that's what he said. And there's a rest that's going to come to you. A rest, R-E-S-T. And then there's going to be a move that's going to take place. And then there's a greater peace that's going to drop in. That's what I got. Ooh, okay. Glory be to God. Yes, Lord. Somebody said I'm stepping into it. That was the Chapman. That's right. Okay. Fisher, Spain. Know that God has done something for you. He said, take your past testimony, put it in front of you like you had it there as a reminder of what God is going to do for you in your now and your future. Don't understand that. He said, I'm about to accelerate you, and you got to be ready to move in that acceleration. Thank you for that word, God. Again, when I see the ponder thing, it is like a continuation of a circle of nothing but continuation of family blessings. That sounds a little different to me because sometimes people say, well, Dad, they got a word yesterday. Sometimes you have to know that there's a season that God speaks to people because of what they were presently going through and what they went through in the past. God has to give them the word at this time to let them know they're on point and in the right place of their life. And he's moving even though it looked like they have some rain coming, but the rain is the midst of God's blessing. God. Okay, thank you, Lord. All right. So, Delafino, if I got it wrong, don't worry about it. And that, let me share something. That what God is moving in your life, especially when it comes to touching your son. When I stopped, I had to pause. Strengthening your son, touching your son, strengthening your son, and then taking care of your mom, and yet moving on your son. But then he said, I'm going to move in you. He's going to lift some things in you and re-strengthen your body and touch your body from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. There's a whole lot of changes that are taking place. You've been keeping up with the changes to the best of your ability. I'm smiling because that's what I heard the Lord say. He said, but now I'm coming in to do something brand new. And you will know it. Oh, wow. Okay. Know that, Bryant. Know it, Bryant. Bryant, know that God is just moving you upward. It's an upward move. It's an upward move. Just an upward move. Just an upward move. So now I need to say that, Skipper, know that God has moved in your life. He's replacing everything. Now, there's some of you on here, you're not playing checkers, you're a chess player. And you're trying to play. And there's some of y'all that know how to play chess, but you're playing checkers. Get back on your game. The Lord said, you know what it is to play chess. Oh my God, Lord, I thank you. He knows what to do. I have to keep going back. I know what to do. All right. All right. So now, when we fry, know that Frey, F-R-Y-I-E, get ready because the floodgates have opened on your behalf and they're flowing like never before. And as they're flowing in your direction and they are coming with force. So when you feel the force of God's blessing coming upon you, don't resist it. Just flow with it. Float in what God is doing. Amen. Float in what God is doing. So again, let me bring you to this. Don't forget, I want to know how many people you are making the attempt to get those rooms together, getting a partner to join you for Prayer on the Mount, July the 9th through the 12th. My God, I'll be there. You need to get here at least by Thursday, so you'll be here for Thursday and Friday. Check out a Saturday morning because we're going to be closing out early Saturday morning, but you don't want to miss Thursday and Friday. Definitely be here Thursday. Definitely be here Thursday morning because you don't want to miss it. Friday is that's all I can say. But you want to make it July the 9th through the 12th. You want to make it your business to be there. How many on here have already done it? You got your room together, you're working on it. You say, okay, Bishop, I'm really working on it. I'm a little late for this, but I'm going to make it my business to get there. Where are we flying again? You said ABE, International. ABE. It's in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Oh, get your roommate. Some of you can drive. Some people drive. They drive to 8 hours. Some people drive to 7. Some people drive from Ohio. But they get here. Just get ready to be here. And you're going to make that attempt to be here with us. Come on, put up here that you're coming. Let me see how many people are trying to get here for this. I'd like to see that. Amen. That's going to make my day. Done. Oh boy, done. Somebody else said done. Oh boy, let's do that. I want you to get here. Come. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. Now, I'm going to be happy no matter how many people come because it's not about the number. Let me make that very clear. That it's not about the numbers, but about those who want to be poured into. You know, we always ask for stuff, and then when the time comes for us to get it, we're like, oh, I don't know. You're working on it. I like that. Thank you, Norma. You know, I'm glad you're working on coming. Hallelujah. And Brenda Williams, make sure you continue to flow with it because it's going to be a sure enough flow coming through you, and you're going to flow right into what God has for you. Oh, boy. That's right. That's right. Thank you. I want more of you to get yourself ready to come. Come on out to it. And some of you, I don't want nobody to know I'm coming. Okay, that's on you. But get here. I promise you it's going to be well worth it. I promise you. I got it set. It's going to be good. You're not going to be the same. All right, my time is up today. I pray that you join me. I can't get on tomorrow with Bishop Apostle Davis because I have to be on the prayer call tomorrow with my dear friend. That's right, my dear friend is going to be on there. Elder Karen Standback. We doing Throwback Thursday on the Bell International Call, and I can't miss that. She is such a jewel to be on with, and I want to be on with her on tomorrow. And we'll be there on the Bell International Prayer Call at 6:30 a.m., and then we'll be back here at 7:35. But on Friday, I will be on with Apostle David. He got me. But looking forward to it. These moves of God. Don't forget now, Bishop Lee Hart at the New Hope Cathedral is having their tent meeting. I think it starts Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I got to get it together, but I know it's this week. And don't forget to get ready for the SHIP conference that's coming up down there in Birmingham. But most of all, don't forget our conference in July the 9th through the 12th. This Sunday at 10:30 a.m., join us. And I know that God has something in store for us. Until then, everybody, I want you to sow your seed. I'm going to ask all of you that can. If you never had a chance to sow, please sow today. I'm asking all of you that can sow 25, do so. If the Lord gives me a number, I stick with it for a reason. 2 is always the power of agreement, but the number 5 is the number of grace. And it makes a 7, and I know God is doing something with that. But most of all, because he gave it to me, I stick with it. Those who can and are following what God gives in the Holy Ghost, you'll be able to do it. Those of you who may not, you can still sow something to say, I'm going to sow, period. I'm just sowing something. I want to sow because there's a return on my seed. There's a return on my seed. Won't you sow today? That's what I'm encouraging you to do. And as you do so, watch what God does in your life. All right? I look forward to you doing that. I look forward to you helping us to reach more souls in the kingdom. I'm a soul winner. I am. And you're going to see some things in a few that's going to blow your mind. Until we get together tomorrow again in the morning at 7:35, right back here for a Spiritual Warriors table, I want to say have a blessed day, celebrate your birthdays, and if by chance there's a loved one that you know that have gone on to be with the Lord and this is their birthday month, and it can make you sad, yes it can, but take the time to celebrate them. Release balloons in their honor and their name. Go out and have lunch, and even though you may cry, laugh and be able to celebrate that they touch your life. Until tomorrow, have a blessed day on purpose and be intentional. Bye for now.